Yo, 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 yo. What is the word, y'all? What is the word, y'all? It's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday, 27th um of July. We about to finish up the rest of this month here pretty soon. I just wanted to get on here before I did anything else. I just wanted to get on here and really speak to y'all real quick. Because after my trading session this morning, after streaming this morning, I kind of had a conversation with myself. I had a conversation with myself, and I came to a realization that may be impactful to some of y'all, right? I don't even know where to begin or start saying what I want to say. I start by saying this. If you're anybody like me in the day trading community, I'm sure you've had, a number of people who, when you first started out, right, you may have went to your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your friend, best friend, a teacher, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And you may have told them, oh, I'm about to start day trading, or such and such. I day trade, I do this, I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into this. You know what I mean? And as I say, just like me, I'm sure a great deal of y'all have gotten the kind of feedback where it's like, oh, I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think that's really a smart move. You know what I mean? And they try to list out ABC 1, 2, 3, XYZ, this, that, and the third, whatever reason why you shouldn't be doing this or why you shouldn't be striving to be a day trader, right? Oh, it's gambling. Oh, you're gonna lose all your money. Oh, it's very high risk, very little reward, or whatever the bullshit it is that they're spitting at you. Whatever it is they're telling you. I've heard it before. We've all heard it before, right? And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, these people don't got the right to say that, bro. And it's like, I say that because a lot of the times the people who are saying these things to us, right, they're not day traders. They haven't researched or invested into the stock market. They may have had experiences with other people telling them how their experience went. They may have a friend or two or a colleague or, a family member who, oh my gosh, I put $10,000. I put a few grand in the stock market, and I lost all my money. I saw it go up, and then it just went down, and I lost all my money. How am I gonna feed my family? I might have to sell my car. Da, 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 da. That's only an example or a few, bro. Now, it happens all over the world, but these people that are sharing these stories with whoever is sharing with us why we shouldn't day trade are the same people who have very, very, very minimally did research on what it is they were trying to do. These people got into what it is they were trying to do just to dibble and dabble and see what they could get out of it, see what the market could do for them, right? Ended up getting fucked, bro, for lack of fidelity, lack of being thorough in what we do, right? So these people that tell us to not day trade, to not day trade, why we shouldn't day trade, they're trying to project someone else's reality on to us, to shift us and to derail our train from the destination we want it to go to. That's not fair, bro. They have no standing right to do that shit, bro. And some of y'all be succumbing to that shit. Some of y'all be submitting to that shit. And I'm disappointed in you. Who am I to say I'm disappointed in anybody? But I don't care. I'm disappointed in you. Why? Because you had a goal, you had a dream, you had an aspiration, and you didn't act on it because of some other person's bullshit, some other person's infidelity, lack of thoroughness, and then followed up by somebody else who has nothing to do with what you got going on, who has no experience with what you got going on, who has never stepped in the shoes of the shoes you're about to step in, my nigga, and you succumbed to that shit. You submitted to that shit. Like, dog, they had no right to do that to you. They had no right to do that to you. And it's like, I say all that to say because the topic of discussion in my head that I was having a conversation with myself with or about was college, bro. I don't know why it popped up in my head, but it was like college, bro. And I feel like the real message of one of the main messages of this video is like, bro, as day traders, we are no different from people who go to college, bro. And going back to those people who have such a negative mindset around trading, go to college, bro. Go to university, get a degree. You need credentials to make it anywhere in this life. You need credentials. Fuck that. No, I don't. I don't need to go to Harvard, bro. I don't need to go to LSU. I don't need to go to NC State. I don't need to go to Syracuse. I don't need to go to none of these colleges or universities. I don't need to go to nowhere. Why? Because me doing exactly what I'm doing and me continuing to doing whatever the fuck it is I'm doing as it pertains to day trading is no different than you motherfuckers sitting at a desk with 100 classmates with a professor yapping his ass off to you. But guess what? Here's where it gets tricky for you folks. Here's what y'all fail to understand. I sit at a desk just like them, but I don't have classmates. I sit in isolation. Us day traders sit in isolation. Yeah, we may have a trading buddy or a trading Discord community. And you know what? Some of us may not experience that isolation, bro. We actually may be in a physical real life community where we show up here and we do this thing together. We learn and grow together. But not all of us have that. I'm that someone. I don't have that. Not yet. Maybe I will. Maybe God will put that into my life. But I don't have 100 classmates, bro. You sit in front of a two-legged standing talking professor. But guess what? My professor is NASDAQ, bro. NASDAQ is my professor, bro. And to an extent, I'm my own professor. Why? Because I gotta go out and search for the curriculum. I gotta go out and search for the material on YouTube, on Reddit, on the internet, so that I can have the resources and the material to teach myself, bro. The same way you take notes, you college students, the same way you take notes, I take notes. The same way you study, I study. Right? The same way you're losing sleep over whatever it is you're studying for, whatever exams, I'm losing sleep, buddy. You may or may not be able to see the eye bags under my eyes, but I've had these since June of 2025. I developed these eye bags June 2025, and they have not gone away since. What is the significance behind June 2025? That's when I started taking day trading serious. That's when I fully applied and considered day trading as a significant part of my life. That is when I told myself that it is mandatory to make the necessary sacrifices for day trading so that I can make this work, so that I can see the progression and the success I want to see within myself and within my trading. That's when I developed these, right? I'm no different. I'm no different from you, college students. We're no different. than y'all college students, right? We're just not at a building, a university with dorms and clubs and all this other shit, bro. Why? Because that may not be something everybody wants for themselves, bro. The same way you go to college to study and acquire degrees to use that to get yourself into a career. I do that. And all of this is what the general public fails to understand, to wrap their mind around, dog. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. Y'all pay for a college tuition, right? So do I. So do I. So do fucking I. But guess what? You pay your college tuition, however that's paid. I pay for my learning. I pay for my resources through evaluation accounts, through the losses that I take, right? The knowledge I acquire is paid for with the losses that I take. Blown evaluation accounts, blown funded accounts, the sleepless nights, bro. The tearing myself down, feeling like I'm less than, unworthy, not a man because of the level of success I'm at right now, right? The failures upon failures upon failures upon failures upon failure, bro. That's how I pay for my shit. That's how we all day traders pay for our shit. But nobody sees that because we're not sitting in the classroom with 100-some classmates. All of this is behind closed doors. All of this is behind closed doors, bro. That's why this is so isolating. That's why nobody fucking understands, right? And I have yet to see somebody put this out to the general public in such a fashion to make these people understand. So I will today be that person to have to take advantage of the opportunity to do that today, July 27th, Monday, 2026, bro. At fucking, what time is it? 10:54 a.m., buddy. Because it's necessary, bro. It's necessary. Some people don't care that the general public looks so heavily down upon day trading. Some people don't care and are simply just, they brush it off. But me having this conversation with myself before I got on this stream or whatever to make this video, it ignited something in me and it made me feel some type of way about this shit. So yes, I'm bringing it to y'all's attention. I'm bringing it to the light, bro. I don't know how many views this may get, but it's necessary to be on the record, bro. It's necessary to be a part of history because at some point, the right people will see it and the great shift will happen. The great shift will happen, bro. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It will happen. Maybe not a mainstream shift, maybe not a nationwide shift, but the shift will happen for those it needs to happen for, right? And I don't mean to make this a huge yap session, right? I don't want this to go any past 29 minutes and 59 seconds, right? But the message for those who don't day trade and look so heavily down upon it, my message to y'all is y'all have no right to stand in the way of people in the likes of me, us day traders, who have a goal the same way you do, who have a dream the same way you do, who have aspirations the same way you do. You have no right to tear that down, to try to knock down whatever foundation that we haven't even built yet. Y'all are still throwing stones when there's not even any evidence of a foundation yet. Why are you pre-firing our failure? Why are you pre-firing us being miserable? Why are you pre-firing A devastating life that we don't want nor foresee for ourselves. If we foresaw it for ourselves, we wouldn't be taking the steps to do what we're trying to do. But we're taking that risk, something you're too scared to do. We're willing to take the chances and fail more time than people are willing to try. We're trying, bro. We're trying, bro. College is a risk, bro. You could get a degree in whatever it is you want to do with your life and not get that fucking career. That's a risk. The same way this is. The same way this is, the same way that is, bro. It's all risk. Everything in life has risk. Why can't you accept us taking this risk? Parents, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cousins, teachers, mentors. Why can't y'all accept this shit? You have no answer. I don't want to hear nothing from you. You don't have no answer. You can't answer that shit. Because I just put it in your face, bro. You can't answer that shit. You can't. I don't give a fuck about your friend who lost $20,000 in the stock market because of his infidelity. His lack of actually taking the steps to learn and do research and figure out what it is he was getting himself into. Completely blind. Now he's crying. Now he's blaming everything and everyone else except himself. But you want to take that and spread that negative energy, that bad juju on me? I ought to cut you off. Completely banish you and cast you to the shadow realm, bro. No longer a part of my life. It doesn't care how significant you are to me. I have every good reason to say, fuck you. And to cut you off, to never speak to you again, and never look in your direction, bro. Because who are you to tell me that? And then further think it's okay, right? That's my message to all of you. My message to us, to the day traders, is I say this before I say that. I try to refrain from giving unsolicited advice because not everybody's looking for it. A lot of people just want understanding. Not everybody wants a solution or, you know, a spark to think about a possible solution. They just want understanding. So what I'm about to say, don't take it as advice, just an idea, okay? But you shouldn't be allowing people who are merely and simply additions to your life, especially people who haven't stepped into the shoes you're walking in, who don't have the experience in what you're doing, to distort your reality, to derail your train from going to the destination you needed and wanted to go to. You shouldn't be doing that, bro. I'm not telling what you should do or what you need to do. But what you should not be doing is exactly fucking that. Because these people have no say. This is your life. This is your path. And as I said, there's risk with everything. But if this is a risk you are okay with taking, especially if you have the advantage of time on your hands. If you're young, I'm 21 years old, pushing 22 next month. I have time advantage on my hands. I have the time to fail. I have the time to get back up and keep trying. As long as I don't give up, as long as I keep standing up, that's all I need to fucking do. That's all I need to fucking do. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. If I'm on my deathbed, when or however, it doesn't matter. As long as I didn't fucking give up, I can die peacefully. I can take my last breath and not be fucking scared. Like some of the rest of these people. So scared to face death, bro. For whatever reason, they didn't do this. They didn't take action. They didn't spend enough time with their family. They didn't do these things. How they treated people, how they treated themselves. All the different shit Fuck that. As long as I didn't give up on what I placed all of my faith in under God, coming second to God, I can die peacefully, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people, bro, take you away from something that may very be the purpose God put you here for. Now, we're here to spread his word. Whether you're a Christian or not, I don't really give a fuck. But I'm going to talk about God. God put us here to spread his word, spread his love, to bring more people into his kingdom. But your secondary purpose, your earthly purpose, not the spiritual one, the earthly purpose, on this realm here. If day trading is what you feel is your purpose, fulfill it, bro. Full fucking fill it. All the way. Not down here. Not just a little bit. To the over fucking flowing, my nigga. Outside of the brim of your cup, bro. The rim of your cup. Outside of it, bro. Fulfill it all the way. Go all the way. Take it all the way. Take every step in action necessary. If that's what you feel you're so called to do, bro. You know? So yeah, man. I just say I say all that with passion, with love, and with respect to everybody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not shaming nobody. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just putting reality in y'all's face, bro. Like I'm really shedding light to reality, you know? And I really hope somebody can take something from this video, bro. Even if you're much farther than me in your trading, bro. I'm not even looking at levels, bro. I'm not looking at levels. I'm not looking at stages. I'm not looking at the totem pole, because that's not what I live by. I don't live by comparison, bro. But even if you are a seasoned, much more advanced trader, sometimes, bro, we need a reminder, dog. A reminder of where we started, where we came from, what it took to get to where we are now, how far we've come from start to now, bro. Because there is no finish until we're dead, bro. So I don't say start to finish, I say start to now. You know? And there will never be, for us day traders, I'm talking to y'all specifically now, there will never be a finish line, bro. Unless day trading isn't really, you know, something you want to do for the rest of your life, then of course you can put it off and, you know, take whatever, you know, you did with that and put it to something else. But if you're someone like me who wants to eventually move to live trading, right? If you're somebody like me, bro, who wants to move to live trading, bro, you know what? I kind of go back to the whole college thing, bro, because it's like people get degrees for what, a psychology, to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, to be an engineer, to be architect. My degrees, my degrees are discipline, emotional stability and management, risk management, mastery over self, bro. Those are my degrees, and I'm gonna put those into the career to set. I'm gonna use those to set myself up for the career of live trading, right? It just dawned on me, bro. We're no different than any of these other people, bro. We're all just people, dog. Just in two different arenas, bro. We're playing two completely different games, but the blueprint and the framework behind it is all the same, bro. You know? And that's really what makes it so beautiful, dog. That's what makes it so beautiful, bro. For real. But as I say, bro, it doesn't matter how far you are in your trading, whether you're just starting out, beginner, intermediate, advanced, you know, seasoned. I don't want to say master, bro. I don't want to say master. I feel like you can only be a master of something that you can do something over and over and over and over and over on and not fail, bro. Once you've mastered something, you can't fail, bro. You'll never master day trading, bro. There's always going to be room for failure, bro. It's always going to be a learning process, you know? Because the person behind that computer is what makes the journey, bro. The person behind the computer is what makes the journey, bro. How well you know yourself is what shapes the journey, bro. How disciplined you are within yourself is what makes the journey, dog. Sometimes, bro, we need a reminder, like I said, of how far we've come. And if this video can do that for you, if this video can ignite that flame for you, that spark, I'm grateful that I could be that person and have this opportunity to do that, bro. But for the rest of y'all, take this video with a grain of salt and truly come to an understanding to the main points, the main principles of this video. If you need to rewind it to figure out what those are, do that, because I'm not gonna repeat it, bro. I really don't even really like yapping for real. So I'm not about to repeat that shit. Go back, cycle back through this video and take some notes if you need to. But yeah, man. All in all, yeah, I just got on here to say that. Drop my 2 cents on y'all. I will be, for those who, you know, tap into my streams, I am on Kick. Well, for those who don't tap into my streams, if you're just finding my YouTube, I stream every day, Monday through Friday on Kick, 8:20 Central, 9:20 Eastern, just before that 9:30 New York open bell. So be there or be square. I mean, be there or be square. But for those of y'all who are already tapped in, if y'all already, you know what I'm saying, part of the community that we're building, whatever that is, whatever that means for y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday. Go outside. Go outside. Enjoy that sun. Soak up some of that sun, man. Eat some good food. Hang out with your friends. Have a good day at work if you're at work, dog. But yeah, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.